Hello and welcome to Gladys Cake Kitchen. In this video, I am going to show you 2 simple ways to perfectly level a cake using a knife and a cake leveler. I'll be talking you through some of the simple tools to help make this process easy and show you where things can go wrong so you can fix them. This video is part of a beginner's basics series where I teach you simple ways to get your cake right. So without having to waste your time, let's get leveling. Cake leveling refers to the simple method of removing the dome or uneven height of any cake to make it flat, easy for decoration. Alongside removing the dome, the cake may be sliced into horizontal layers, also known as torting. The evenly leveled and sliced layers during decoration will then be filled and stacked, but more on that in a future video. When leveling isn't done right, the foundations of your decorating process may risk issues such as lopsided or unevenly layered cake. So hopefully this video will help you avoid such problems and empower you with very simple yet effective ways to level your cake easily. To level your cake, a simple tip is to chill the cake before use, or if frozen, bring back to room temperature, but ensure it is firm and not completely defrosted before leveling. This makes for easy handling and stops the cake from falling apart during leveling and slicing. To level your cake with a knife, you will need a turntable on which the cake will turn when leveling and slicing, a cake board or drum as a surface on which the cake will sit, a ruler to mark the cake before leveling and slicing, and a sharp, long knife. Other tools include a cake leveler, which I highly recommend, but you do not need an expensive leveler or turntable to level a cake. I have recommended affordable yet effective tools for beginners linked in the description box, so please do check that out. To level your cake, place your cake on a cake board sitting on a cake turntable. I prefer to use the cake board or drum as a surface, but you can sit your cake directly on the cake turntable. Measure the side of the cake to be leveled by standing a ruler vertically against the cake. Ensure the ruler is straight from the bottom of the cake up. Mark and score the side of the cake with a knife and make similar marks of the same measurements around the cake. After marking, place a hand firmly on the cake and begin to turn the cake against the knife. Do not be tempted to saw through the cake or dig into the cake with the knife. Keep the knife flat against the cake and turn the cake with the other hand against the knife until the cake is cut through to remove the dome. Now, why domes form on a cake is due to several reasons, but domes can simply form due to the type of recipe being used. Do your recipes yield a dome or flat cakes? I have a mix of both. Dome removed. Next is to tort the cake by slicing the cake into 2 perfect layers. Using the same process of measuring as before, I measure, mark before cutting through the cake using the same technique. I recommend the use of a knife and a leveler in tandem, especially if the leveler is a cheaper alternative to the expensive ones. I'll show you what I mean later, but in the meantime, to level a cake using a cake leveler, adjust the cutting wire to sit in the grooves on the side of the leveler's metal handle, making sure the wire is lined equally on both sides of the leveler. Ensure the height of the leveler is adjusted to the preferred height of the cake to be leveled. Place the leveler parallel against the cake, ensuring the feet of the leveler is set on the work surface. Move the leveler against the side of the cake with a back and forth motion. Be careful not to lift or move the leveler off the work surface. Saw through using a back and forth motion until the cake is evenly sliced. I encourage the use of a knife and a leveler because sometimes the height of the leveler may not match the height of the cake to be leveled, or at other times only a small portion of the cake needs to be taken off, which will make the use of a knife more efficient than a cake leveler. Also, when using a cake leveler, ensure the cake is firm but defrosted through, as some of the cheaper alternatives are unable to cut through a firm cake and may snap or warp the wire. Despite these reasons, the leveler still remains an efficient tool for leveling a cake when the cake is defrosted right. I normally level my cakes using both a knife and a leveler, and this has yielded me great results. To see how to fill and layer a cake after leveling, check the video next. And for more videos to help you level up your beginner baking and decorating skills, check the playlist right here. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in my next video.